Welcome people to the new YouTube video where I got the opportunity to play with David McBeath, MLTT player, top 5 in England. Last year came runner-up in nationals. He needs no introduction, you know who he is, and he dropped a lot of good gems and little secrets throughout the video, so make sure you watch throughout and hope you guys enjoy. So first, already within the first like 10 minutes of us warming up in the forehand side, we already started discussing some little details about the forehand re-loop. What he was telling me was I was a bit too flimsy, a little bit too flimsy is the way I would put it. I was too easy and not contacting the ball straight through when there was a lot of spin. So he was telling me to just really close my angle, make sure my body is real low, and power through the ball to get the counter a little bit more nice and a little bit more crisp. Next up, we just continued warming up backhands. I will say this guy puts a lot of quality in his backhand topspin, like a lot of quality, and it's so clean to block. Generally, I feel like the better players you play with, blocking almost gets easier because I kind of just leave my bat there. That is one observation I did make. His backhand there's so much quality in the backhand. Forehand as well, but backhand especially. The first exercise we ended up doing was backhand middle, backhand wide, where sometimes I would add in kick, and I was just trying to contain the ball as best as I could. So my first exercise was middle either corner. At the beginning I started with a flick, but later once we found some problems, I decided to just focus on those problems. So the two areas I ended up working on was the level difference change. I had a level difference. By level difference, I mean my upper body was coming up and going down at every ball. So forehand to backhand, it would go up, and then forehand to forehand it would stay down like so. There was a level difference between the forehand to the backhand, and then I was causing me to miss backhands as I was mistiming the backhand. And also, if I was mistiming it, I ended up playing a bit more passive. So the ball quality was a lot less. It was a lot weaker. So that was one thing he told me to make sure I fix. Make sure you fix the level difference because it's too much. It was too much, and I couldn't hit a really strong backhand. And the second thing to change was actually just relaxing a little bit more. There was too much tension in my arms, too much tension in the arms when I was hitting backhand. So relaxing my arm a lot more and then playing a little more through the wrist, I could get a lot of speed without necessarily having to do as much effort. So those were the 2 tips he gave me. The following exercise was playing like 3/4 to the backhand side. I was blocking, sometimes kicking, and he was playing backhands and forehands, just a consistency-based exercise. The next exercise was serve short and then I receive in any way and it'll go free. We'd worked on some receives earlier on that week where he was giving me a lot of reverses, and I was trying to either follow in the same direction of the spin or opposite direction of the spin, but just trying to make a good receive. And we were really just going into the details about how important it is to feel the serve, like just sometimes just feeling the ball on is enough, and also being able to sometimes be super aggressive. So I was trying to interchange between those two. Whenever I felt like I had an opportunity to be more aggressive, I was more aggressive. If I didn't have an opportunity to, just feel it back on and try to play the point. The next portion of the session was through Moy ball, where we were looking at backhand topspin especially. Now, my backhand topspin against backspin, I didn't have a problem, but we detected a little something, which was through normal balls. Where especially going line, I wasn't able to go line as comfortably as I'd wanted to. And through further discussions, we realized there is actually a way of hitting the ball that I wasn't exploring enough, which was hitting so you can hit the ball from the right side, right side to left side, right? Or you could open your racket and open your wrist a little bit more and almost hit it with like a inward side spin, like almost like if you see the best example of this, you might see like Marlon doing like an invert chop block. He's opening up the racket and hitting it from that section. It's kind of the same thing, but in the topspin manner. And McBeath was telling me how he hits the backhand like that a lot. That's how he gets the down the line backhands really well. So he was suggesting maybe I should open up my wrist and open up the angle to be able to hit down the lines a lot more. So that's what we were working on. That's what we were looking at. Also trying to relax the tension in my shoulder a little bit and accelerate a lot more through the wrist to be able to produce that speed, because I don't really need to hit the ball that much harder. I already hit the ball pretty hard. So getting that speed when I'm in uncomfortable situations could be really, really beneficial for my game. And that is what we're looking at.
My contact is the same way. There's more rapid to hit, basically, rather than this one. Yeah.
But I wouldn't be going